Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
I wanna be next to you.
Wake your ass up, fool. Johnjay Rich. What's crackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? Johnjay. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
Johnjay and Rich. Our phone number, 877-937-1047. The text line, you can text us anytime. You text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. Peyton's on vacation. She'll be back Monday. And right before she went on vacation, Jenna on our show, who's like more behind the scenes, right? You do, what do you say you do on this show? What's your job?
Digital producer.
Digital producer.
Yes.
Jenna announced to us that she's leaving.
I know.
She got a really, really incredible opportunity working for someone that I idolize a little bit, is Brian Johnson, the guy who's trying to live forever. How do you describe Brian Johnson?
I just like that. Whenever I say it, I'm like, the guy that's trying to reverse aging, live forever. That's the one.
Like what you say, like billionaire biohacker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's his bio.
He invented Venmo and something, sold it for $2 billion or something. So now he spends millions a year to reverse his age.
Yes, he's kind of shifted his gears, and now it's all dedicated to health and wellness and, living forever.
So since you got hired there, you've given us 2 weeks notice, which is very admirable. A lot of times people just bolt.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's good. That's good that they know that's how you're going to leave.
Yeah.
And we love you. So you're definitely, I told Nick the other day, I go, you're the first person leaving the show that I'm sad you're leaving.
That's true.
I'm honored.
That's probably true.
Everyone else like, all right.
There's been a lot of people that have left the show.
How many times has Johnjay asked somebody, are you quitting? Yeah. But enthusiastically.
So, I'm bummed you're leaving, but you're going to be very hard to replace. Now, the thing is, we are trying now to find someone to replace you.
Yeah.
And so we're interviewing some people. So if you have a social media background, reach out to us, shoot me a DM. But yesterday, so Peyton's in Europe, and she was emailing me back and forth, or we were texting back and forth about stuff. And she did that photo shoot for that Love Bites company. And she was in a wedding dress and licking a knife for whatever reason. And that girl that took those pictures, we're going to meet with her because she's got some social, she's very interested. So when I'm going back and forth with Peyton, I go, hey, we're going to meet with your photographer tomorrow. And she's like, Peyton, right? She's like, oh, I'm not there and you guys are doing a photo shoot without me?
Oh, my gosh.
I can't believe you guys are doing that. You're doing a whole... And part of me was
she gets, such FOMO.
I know. So part of me was like, I was going to continue that storyline. Sorry, man, we got billboards going up.
I guess you won't be on them.
And then I was like, no, fool. I wanted to calm her down. I go, no. I go, it's the girl that took the pictures of you. We are interviewing her to maybe fill in take over for Jenna. And then she's like, oh my God, me and my mind. And she does this whole spiel about her mind going sideways, that she was being replaced. And all this stuff. Like, no, enjoy your vacation.
Yeah.
But anyway, have you heard from the Brian Johnson guy?
Him himself, no. But I guess I've talked to the next one up next to him, but not him. So I'm very excited to meet him and, explore everything about him.
I would really, really, really love to interview him.
Yeah.
I've read every interview.
That'd be
I've seen
cool.
every interview. I'd love to.
No,
I'd love
absolutely.
to. I think that.
What would you ask him? Because, he's very open about everything he does.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many things about him. I know he's trying to reverse his aging, but I thought to live a long time. But he also is got veneers. He's also doing it's more than that.
Well, I'll tell you, he looks vastly different than he did a few years ago. So something he's doing is working for him.
I mean, I buy his products. I drink. Yeah. He has this olive oil called snake oil. And it's got pepper. It's spicy.
He calls it snake oil?
He calls it snake oil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Is he kind of letting you know that it's a ruse?
I take a tablespoon. Well, they say taking a tablespoon of really pure good olive oil is supposed to be good for you. So I take a tablespoon every day. So anyway, I think as a fee of him taking you a commission, it should be we get the interview.
There's an exchange.
Yeah.
I do feel like you guys would get along. I don't even
think
know
so,
him,
too.
but I just feel like you guys similar.
I think he'd be my best friend.
Because they're
That's
both
what I'm
weirdos.
saying. Right,
Ask him if
yeah.
he'd like to be my best friend.
I'll do it.
I want to go right to best friend.
Right.
I don't want to go to courting.
And
best friend.
Johnjay's he's a low maintenance friend somewhat.
Yeah.
You just have to invite him everywhere, but he'll never go.
Exactly. Every once in a while.
He's like invite him to lunch, but then they cancel on him.
Right.
He'll love you.
Right.
Here's why this interview needs to happen with your Brian Johnson guy, because
Okay.
he has a Netflix series, right, about the billions he's poured into his health. I bet you pound for pound, Johnjay does more weird stuff to do anti-aging than this guy does.
You have a weird.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I bet you if you compare,
I think this one's got Johnjay beat.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know I spend a lot less than he does.
isn't he the guy that injects his own son's blood?
Yeah, but I'm working on that.
Okay, you haven't done that
No,
yet.
I can't find a place where we do that. But I talked to my son and he's all in.
See?
So,
That's
yeah.
the first question you'll ask him. Where can I do that?
Yeah.
See, the billionaire's got resources. Johnjay has to meet people in the parking lot. That's why I think,
Yeah.
item for item, you do more stuff.
I could show
You're
him
just doing it on a budget.
I do
Right.
the DIY
Yes. Yes.
version of. I could do the blood transfusion. I just need a tube.
Right.
So, anyway.
I mean, I'm sure he has some oxygen delivery system, but you too sleep with oxygen, even though you don't need it.
So there's another guy. There's the guy they call the godfather of biohacking is a guy named Dave Asprey.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Bulletproof go.
Well, he started Bulletproof Coffee, and then he sold it, and he started this other brand. And I was listening to a pod. Now, I find that guy interesting. I kind of want to interview him, too. But I feel that he has gone more to the side of snake oil, where he's just selling stuff because he's got brands deals with
Oh,
them,
yeah,
right?
you've mentioned that. You're like, everything is a sales pitch
Yeah, so
for him.
I think you have to totally filter out what's real, what's not real.
Right.
And right now, at this moment, I believe Brian Johnson and the products he sells. This Dave Asprey guy, I don't know. Although my next purchase is going to be those glasses.
Oh,
What glasses?
the orange ones?
There's different. There's amber glasses that you wear at night, and some you wear in the daytime.
Yeah.
But I also might be going through Huberman. That's going to be my next purchase, by the
What?
way.
So
Yeah, you wear
there's
these glasses. They're
wind
like
down.
sunglasses that like filter all this light from you, and you wear them all day, and then you wear different ones at night. That's my next
Like
one.
while you're sleeping.
No, before you go to sleep.
Okay.
So
it's
it-
like you already have too many things on your
I know.
face. when
That's
you're
my. But anyway, this Dave Asprey guy. Just to let you know. You know how I joke and I say I don't really joke, but I say I'm new to the coffee world. I'm going to prove to you how new I am to the coffee world. Okay, so I drink coffee, and I either get coffee from a Starbucks or a coffee shop, or I have a Keurig, whatever you call them, at home, and then I have
Keurig.
whatever the coffee is here.
That's like that. Those
It's a different.
those last two
Keurig
choices
sounds
are
so
bad
formal.
for coffee.
How do you say it?
It's like the fancy
Keurig,
way
right?
of saying
Yeah, but I like
Keurig.
Keurig.
How do you say, I don't know how to say it. I just KEU. I don't know Keurig.
I like it that way. And now I can't feel like I can't say it. Keurig, right?
Okay,
Keurig.
those cups though, the cups, right?
Yeah,
That's what
the
they call
K-cups.
Okay,
Yes.
So this is how I'm new to the coffee world. I'm listening to the interview with this guy, the Dave Asprey guy, and he's talking about his new company, which is coffee. It's called Danger Coffee because he sold Bulletproof, and he doesn't like the way Bulletproof is doing their stuff. He has people that pick the beans individually and make sure they're ripe. There's no mold. They're healthy. There's electrolytes in these.
Yeah.
So I go online immediately and buy a bag for $33.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Now, I have no idea what a bag of coffee would
That
cost.
sounds pretty pricey.
That's pretty expensive.
So I get this bag of coffee 2 days ago. This is how I know I can back up that I'm new to coffee world. It is not a Keurig.
Oh.
It's just coffee. I don't know what to do.
Just the beans.
It's just the powder. It's just the whatever is in a bag of coffee.
Got to get you a French press.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
next. I got it, and I'm like, I don't know. My wife's not home right now, so I'm gonna wait. I don't want to tell her over
you
the
don't
phone.
have a regular
I'm gonna
coffee.
wait till she's home to go. How do we make this? Like, do we have this? Like, I don't know how to turn this bag
Into
of
coffee
powder or whatever you call
Oh,
it.
so it's like already ground up.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Well, at least you don't need a grinder.
Yeah, you're one step ahead there.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you need a grinder. That's what I'm saying. That's how new I am to the coffee world. I just go Keurig.
Keurig.
I bet you your wife has a coffee pot right there on the
She
kitchen.
doesn't drink coffee.
Oh, she doesn't.
No,
but
so
she might have it though
She
for
might,
guests.
because I remember my dad would always come visit, and my wife, I remember, and it's so funny because I don't really pay attention a lot going on in my life, but I remember her saying something, your dad's coming, I have to make sure we have coffee. And I don't think Keurig was around then. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably
That's
have a
how
coffee
new
pot.
I am to the coffee world. Anyway, Jenna, congratulations on the new
Yeah.
job.
We
You were
miss
gonna-
you already.
I
You were
love
going to
you
be
guys.
missed, but you must get him on our show.
Absolutely.
You have to.
This has been a great year, and I love you all a lot.
You have to get him on our show, Jenna.
I will do it.
And I mean, it'd be better to have him in.
Right.
In.
I'll be like, listen, we got to go.
He started some hiking thing. Tell him I'll go hiking with him.
Oh, perfect.
Just him and me hiking.
Hiking friends.
Yeah, with our shirts on.
That'd be
Backpacks.
awesome.
You don't even hear about him coming in. You just wanted the opportunity to be his friend.
That's it.
Best friends,
I'm
that is.
looking for a new friend. My friend Greg, he's out.
Oh, great.
Greg's out.
Why can't you just have
Greg's
another
headed-
friend?
Greg's heading walking by a lot, huffing and puffing. I'm good. I don't have room for 4 friends.
You got to kick someone out.
Greg's out.
I'm new to the friend world.
That is true.
Anyway, congratulations. Kyle, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know?
If you were in a plane crash and you survived, how would you want the airlines to make it better? I'll tell you how one airlines is dealing with a recent plane crash next with Johnjay and Rich.
Call the show and join the fun. 877-937-1047.
Kicking it with Johnjay and Rich.
Kyle, what do you got for 3 things we need to know?
If you guys were in a plane crash, how would you want to be compensated for the trauma you just went
Oh
through?
my gosh.
I survived the plane
You
crash?
survived the plane crash.
Millions?
But
Untold millions.
Okay. Well, Delta, the flight that we just saw the plane crash, it flipped over. It was upside down on the runway. Everybody survived. 21 people were injured. And Delta is now offering each passenger who was on that flight $30,000. Now, if that's the caveat here, if each passenger accepts, Delta would fork out $2.3 million over the crash. I say if because people don't have to accept that. They could say they want more and they're going to sue. We'll wait and see what happens, but Delta Care Team representatives are telling the customers, listen, the offer has no strings attached, doesn't affect their rights. We just want to do what we feel like we can to make this better.
You know, on Landman, this TV show, these guys died in an explosion, and the oil company said immediately they gave them all $200,000 and made them sign something. And then they were like, a couple people were like, no way. If we just take it, we just take it. Whereas they could sue, and they said we're not going to take it. And they came back with more money. They each got like $3 million or something like that. Of course, that was a TV show, but I could see that being based off of something like this.
I could totally see that being the situation, which is why I said the if they take the money is the key there.
Seems low for that.
Seems a little low. I mean, they did survive, which is great.
That's amazing.
But at the same time, oh my gosh, can you guys imagine ever getting on a plane again? The PTSD you would have from that? In the meantime, federal prosecutors say a crime gang was busted that targeted the homes of pro athletes. Now, they didn't really name the victims of these burglaries, but the days and the locations match up to Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes' house. Remember when they were burglarized? 7 defendants were actually charged with conspiracy to commit interstate transportation of stolen property. And these guys were the guys that were in the homes of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in the homes of homes. This I find interesting. Johnjay, you're always looking for things to like help you live longer. Biohack. There's a mental health biohack that could actually also affect your age-related decline. So new research actually suggests a simple way to improve your mental health and your focus is simply turn off your phone's internet. They found blocking mobile internet for just 2 weeks in this test had a huge impact on mental health improvements, more typically seen in antidepressant studies, like people who went on medication, like they almost saw the exact same effect just by turning your phone's internet off. They said also without mobile internet access, the participants just naturally spent more time. I hesitate to say this with Johnjay, socializing in person.
And then you
I
just
want extra internet.
Exercising and being outdoors, which I know you enjoy both of those. And the shifts in behavior were partially improved, their well-being and just overall happiness.
for 2 weeks of turning off just the
2
internet.
weeks.
That's not even keeping your phone, text, and all that. Well, that's it.
I know it's kind of worth a try, like
Yeah,
in
I'd
your
say
own
so.
world, just like as a fun experiment. Just turn it off and see what happens. And if you don't feel better, then just turn it back on. But if you do, like maybe it's a practice that you do every once in a while. I know sometimes you need the internet on your phone, but if it could help you, I mean, they said what they saw was comparable to reversing 10 years of age-related decline in these participants. So turn your internet off and see what happens. And that's 3 things you need to know.
All right, let's get to horoscopes. Peyton is on vacation, but Grant is here to save the day.
That's right, hot dog. We're doing it.
What's the vibe today, Grant?
Oh, I went to Reddit, I went to social media, and I said, what do you guys want to hear horoscope-wise? And 2 things came up. People want to get pumped and wrestling, weirdly. So I'm going to get you pumped. I'm going to give you the ultimate in-ring pump-up speech today.
Excellent.
To fire up your day, take on anything. We're doing it next.
Love
it's
it.
going to
All
get
right.
wild.
You want to get your horoscope read? You call us right now at 877-937-1047. Grant's horoscopes after Sabrina Carpenter with Johnjay Rich. A couple DMs by Instagram. Johnjay Badass my Instagram. The vibe, Grant is a legend. You've been scoped. I love that he's a Capricorn. It means I get to hear my sign all week. Another DM. LOL, I can't wait for Grant's scopes this morning. It's been amazing all week, and I crack up each time you post him doing it to see what he's wearing. Makes it 10 times better.
Oh, hell yeah,
Is
brother.
that- I mean, are you wearing what you're wearing today is the theme?
Yeah,
for-
dude, I woke up with purpose today, dude. Leather jacket, bandana. I said, let's do
All
this.
right, what's the vibe for horoscopes?
Dude, I'm getting you pumped. I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately. We interviewed Adam Cole, Nick and I, and dude, it's gonna get wild today. I'm getting you pumped. I'm doing full wrestling. I don't even know. I'm just gonna cut promos. We're gonna have fun here. So let's get this rolling.
Okay, let's go to Lori. Lori, good morning. What's your sign?
I am a Cancer.
Ooh, all right, let's do this. Stone cold Cancer ain't got time for no crybabies. You're feeling sentimental, huh? Well, boo-hoo, tough luck. Life ain't a pillow fight. It's a Texas rattlesnake just waiting to strike. So crack open a can. And get it together. Tell your family to quit wasting your time and go claim that big old victory. And that's the bottom line because Cancer said so. You've been scoped, Cancers. Go out and take on the day. Let's do this.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Lori.
Thank you, Lori. November.
I can't wait. Let's hear it.
What's your sign, November?
Let me think. I'm a Taurus. Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Oh, yeah, Taurus. The madness is calling your name. You like things slow and steady, but the universe, it's throwing you steel chairs of opportunity right now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let fate count you out? Or are you going to drop an elbow off the top rope and grab what's yours? Dig it, Taurus.
I'm dropping elbows.
You've been scoped, November.
Oh, God, I love you so much.
Oh, well, thanks, November. You're awesome. Appreciate you.
Stay in character, Grant.
Oh, wow.
All right, thanks,
Don't get all
November.
soft on us.
Veronica, what's your sign?
I'm a Pisces. My birthday's Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Pisces. Let's see here. You dreamy, mysterious, fishy little warrior. The stars have whispered your name, but the question is, are you listening? You've been floating along, going with the flow, but this ain't the time for the backstroke. It's time for full-blown cosmic clothesline. Stop doubting yourself, get in the ring, and own your destiny. Oh, yeah, the cream always rises to the top, and so do you, Pisces. You've been scoped. Woo! Woo! Who's Are you Pisces, Rich?
Yeah.
You just
Me and
got-
Veronica, we're ready.
You just got scoped, brother.
Top ropes, Veronica. Let's go.
Thanks, Veronica. What do you got for Libras?
Ooh, Libras. Let me shuffle around my papers here. So many papers. All right, Libra. Oh, Libra. You want to keep the peace. You want to stay the nice guy. Well, the universe ain't got time for that, champ. Sometimes you got to put harmony in a headlock and do what's best for you. So lace up those boots, slap some sense into hesitation, and let the stars hear you say, I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Libras, you've been scoped.
We got a text on the text line. You text JJR, whatever you want to say, to 96893. The text says, can we have Gary call in for more horoscopes as I, too, am a Capricorn?
Ooh.
Also, has anyone picked up that Grant always has someone has a commanding lead in the game when he's hosting and they only up by 1 point?
That's right, brother. That's all it takes. 1 point is a commanding lead.
Do yourself,
All
Capricorn.
right, Capricorns. The universe is watching, Capricorn. It sees the grind, the sacrifice, the hustle. But champions don't just grind, they take what's theirs. So stop playing the long game and start making the big moves. Let's see here. I lost my spot. Hit the cosmic power slam on procrastination and raise the championship belt high because the ring belongs to you, Capricorns. Nobody tells a Capricorn what to do. You bet scope. Woo! Noah, I hope you're recording this. This is really good.
For your audition tape?
Yeah, for my audition tape.
What do you got for Virgo?
Let's see, Virgos. Virgo, you perfectionist powerhouse. The stars know you've been planning your next move, but planning ain't winning, brother. You got to step between those ropes and execute. No more rewriting and strategy. No, it's time to DDT self-doubt. Pin hesitation to the mat and claim that cosmic gold. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. Virgos, you are a winner, and you've been scoped.
Damn good.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
All right.
I feel pumped.
I gotta lay down.
All right, good. Well, we'll wrap up then.
Okay, thank God.
All right, so if we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted. You're going to post all these, Grant?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they'll be posted for sure.
Right. So we up at johnjayanrich.com to find out your horoscope. I love how much do you know what the vibe is for tomorrow already? Where you're working
I've got a couple. We got some irons in the fire on Reddit. I'm just kind of, I think maybe there might be a roast.
Oh, that
Maybe
could be
roasting
fun.
signs.
That could be
Are
really
you
fun.
going on Reddit on your own thread, or are you going on the Johnjay and Rich?
No, I'm on the
Rich one?
Johnjay and Rich thread.
Oh wow!
And my username
He's
is
brave.
My username is My Funeral Home Stories. So that's me, and I've been just like spamming it.
Oh,
So-
so you're not the one trashing us?
No, dude. No, I have alternate accounts for that. It's not My Funeral Home Stories.
All right, very good. Johnjay and Rich, it's time for Stacks and Hacks. But real quick, again, text us. Text JJR. And we want to get into a small reason you dumped someone. So text us that. And we're going to get into it later on. But anyway, do that. All right, Stacks and Hacks. I have Stacks information. Rich has life hacks. Kyle, how much would it take for you to quit your job and drop everything and travel the world? I hope this is, I don't want you to do that.
$10 million.
No.
What?
The average American says $288,000 is all they would need to drop everything and travel the world.
Well, I don't feel like that would last very long, traveling the world.
Travel the world for 3 days. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
know.
I don't know.
Like,
Today's National Love Your Pet Day. In a recent poll, 20% of dog owners say they think their dog knows them better than any of their friends and family. That's such a weird thing to ask. My dog, although when I get up, I was talking to Dutch about last night. When I get up to go to bed, like the dogs are in the living room. When I get up to go to bed, our dog Maggie, who looks like a little cow, a little hippo, she knows, and she just gets up and she like jogs, and she goes to Dutch's room and goes under his bed. When I get up to go to bed, yeah. The website Wallet Hub has accused Google of making their own search function worse on purpose. They claim Google wants it to take longer for you to find stuff, so you have to look at all the ads.
that's annoying.
I know, but it's also believable.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure they're doing that.
38-year-old woman is suing an IVF clinic in Georgia after they mixed up 2 embryos, and she gave birth to someone else's baby.
I saw that story in her giving the babies back. Oh,
A man led the police on a high-speed chase in Indiana, and he eventually gave up, and he told the cops, "You guys are really good. I got a 6-3 record getting away from the police." Like to compliment the police. A homeowner caught a trespasser using the Home Alone-style booby trap involving a bucket and a string. Isn't that
No
cool?
way.
Yeah. Researchers are looking into why it looks so intense when people text with periods after everything. I guess I saw a whole article on this yesterday. Like, don't use any punctuation when you text, apparently. Don't be
Really?
proper, because it gives bad vibes to
Yeah.
people.
They're like, whoa, a period?
that's a microaggression. It's a punctuation aggression.
This is wild. A teenager died after injecting himself with butterfly remains. The cops think it could be part of an unusual social media craze. Don't inject yourself with anything. Let's see. Okay, I did that story. A woman in Virginia bought a scratcher ticket and was upset because the cashier gave her the wrong type of lottery ticket. She got over it, scratched it off, won $2 million.
Oh, well, it was meant to be.
Do you see how much Travis Kelce spent on Valentine's Day?
No.
$100,000 he spent on Valentine's Day for Taylor Swift. He topped it off with a homemade card because he wanted to include something extra personal. Now, a lot of times, Kyle, we talk about the royal family. Kate Middleton, did you see this? Will not allow her children to participate in a blooding. Do you know what that is?
I didn't know what the blooding was. I saw the headline and I'm like, some things in the royal family just seem so messed up. Like, my mind went to a lot of places, but no, I don't know what that actually is.
It's a royal tradition. The kids are taken hunting, and then the blood of their first kill is smeared on their face.
Yeah.
Gross. Well, I'm glad she's putting her foot down and saying, yeah, we don't need to do that tradition.
That sounds traumatizing.
Yeah.
What's the secret to reheating your pizza? It's right here.
The best way to reheat your pizza. If you dunk your pizza in water before air frying or microwaving it, it turns out just as fresh as when you bought it. Let's dunk it into the water, now into the air fryer. All right, I put it in for 3 minutes. It's definitely feeling crispier on the crust. Let's do a taste test. It tastes exactly how it tasted last night, fresh from the box.
Have you heard of a country song called Country to the Bone?
No.
It's by an artist named Lan Law. It apparently is the worst country song ever made.
Oh, I got to hear that. Get some stiff competition.
It's waking up, busting your butt, trying to earn a little extra pay.
It's taking her out when you get off to the creek for a fishing day.
It's a way of life, it's choosing right, it's praying when you get home. It's black nights, it's a ride or die down a two-lane back road.
Kind of sounds like AI.
It's not. It's a real guy. I saw the video.
He's the Rebecca Black of country music.
Oh,
Will
poor
Smith is developing a sequel to Hancock. He's trying to get Zendaya to do it. Now, this was a big article on Ranker.com. He said, what are the worst movies that made $1 billion or more? The worst movies.
Avatar.
Avatar is not in the top 15.
What movies made $1 billion? Like superhero? Are any superhero movies on the list?
Transformers: Age of Extinction is number 5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey is number 15. Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest is number 14. Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace is 13. Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides is 12. The Super Mario Brothers movie is 11.
That movie was amazing.
Minions is number 10. Despicable Me 3 is number 9.
Also a great movie.
Alice in Wonderland was 8.
That's a weird one.
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. The live-action Aladdin is number 3. Jurassic World Dominion is number 3, actually. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is number 2.
Yeah, that was bad.
And the number 1, this movie grossed $1.7 billion. The worst movie that made over $1 billion is the live-action Lion King.
Oh, I never saw it.
Neither did I.
I don't think I have either, actually.
Neither did I. What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
All right, so if you want to have a deeper conversation, if you want to know somebody better and get them to know you, it is not a face-to-face sit-down like over a meal like you would think, something like that. In fact, it's the opposite of a face-to-face sit-down. It is a don't look at each other, walk around, go for a short walk with them. Being close but not face-to-face is the key. It allows people to open up because they don't feel pressure when they're not looking at you. So that's kind of cool. And the movement actually helps you process what the other person is saying. So if you want to get to know somebody better in your family and connect and bond or one of your friends, go for a walk. Preferably, say experts, outside around trees. And that hack and many more can be found at johnjayrich.com.
I need these beautiful things that I've got.
Our phone number, 877-937-1047. The text line, you text JJR and whatever is on your mind anytime about anything. Even if you're listening to the podcast later tonight or whatever, just shoot us a text. We'll call you back or read your text on the air. It's a beautiful thing. Text JJR, whatever's on your mind, 96893. Who's got an anniversary? When is your anniversary, Rich?
March something.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you know.
Oh,
Come on.
Is
When
it
is
the,
it?
is it the 4th?
Come on. I don't know. You're the one that got married recently.
I think it's the 4th.
What year? It's 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. 2-year anniversary.
Okay.
And I want to do something kind of awesome, but I don't want to do like just anything typical. I don't want to be like, here, have a massage, or here, let's go stay at the hotel we got married at. I want to do something very unique. So if anybody has any really different ideas, I want to do something that maybe we've never done before. Maybe not as extreme as going on a safari somewhere, but something.
Let me tell you what I did for my wife for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I asked Kyle, and I got my wife a robe.
That's pretty unique.
Actually,
you guys probably haven't done that yet.
Got her a robe. I think a robe is right up there with a tie.
That'd probably go up there. She'd probably like that.
Have you guys ever seen that SNL sketch? I think it's Kristen Wiig, and she's like, it's like Christmas morning, and it's like all the kids, like Andy Samberg. He's like, I got a race car, I got video games, and it goes to her. She's like, I got a robe, and then they keep going over all these amazing gifts, and every time it comes back to her, she's like, I got a robe.
So
it's a great one. Look it up.
I got my wife a robe for Valentine's Day. Now, she's been out of town. She comes home today. And it's in the Amazon box, and I put it over by the bathtub. And it's open. So, I'm going to be like,
why
there.
don't you wrap it?
I don't know how to wrap.
Get a bag.
It's in a box. It's a box.
Get a gift bag.
No, it just says Amazon on it.
That is so lame.
This will not
zero
do.
effort.
She might not even notice it. She might think that just you with your stack of stuff.
But I'm going to go, hey, man, it's Valentine's Day, brother.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, God.
Well, sometimes when I call her dude, she's like, you just call me dude?
Okay, so we know not to do what Johnjay did
Just the
for
opposite.
your anniversary.
Taking the bathrobe off the list.
So in 2 years of being married, what's that like? What are ups, what are downs? Have you learned anything about yourself?
Yeah, I think I've learned that I'm kind of weird. And I actually really thought, because I work in this room, that I was the sort of normal one. But that's only in here do I seem like I'm sort of balanced. I think that my wife Stacy has pointed out, because she laughs at me all the time, like hysterically, and then runs off to go pee, that I think that I might be very quirky. And she uses the word persnickety about things. Because when I say, I don't think that's a big deal, everybody should be like that, she does not agree. She thinks I'm a total weirdo.
Oh, wait a minute. On your anniversary, we have your wife on the phone right now.
Oh, then she can confirm this or deny this.
Well, first of all, Stacy, when is your anniversary? Good morning.
Hello, good morning. It is March 4th.
No, I got it.
You got it right, Rich. Good job.
I got it. But we have a lot of March things. We've got Stacy's birthday. We got one of her son's birthday. We've got our anniversary. We've got my birthday.
We've got your birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of celebration in March.
So
by the way, if you get me a robe for our anniversary, I will kill you. So no robe.
Now, if my wife said that to me on our second anniversary, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
you guys are a little further in. You've probably gone through all the other
stuff.
stuff.
Along, Johnjay, it's fine.
But you love a bathrobe.
But I have 3 of them, so I don't need another.
Okay, no bathroom.
So, Stacy, being married to Rich for 2 years, give us insight of what you've experienced or what you've seen or what you weren't ready for.
Well, I already knew he was funny. I think I didn't realize how incredibly quirky he is. I mean, there are times where he'll call me, I guess, on the way home from the station, and I will, pick up the phone, and he's like mid-conversation, I guess, with himself. Like, he's just like a quirky guy. Like, there was this one time, where I got home from work, I walked into the house, Rich is at the refrigerator. He's like looking in the refrigerator, and he's like, what am I going to have for a snack? Oh, hello, yogurt. You look moderately tasty, but not good enough. And it was like, oh my gosh, this man is talking to a thing of yogurt.
So then you close the refrigerator door and she's standing there?
It's exactly what happened. Because I was thinking the yogurt didn't look delicious enough, so I closed it, and I turn around, I'm like, oh, I did not know you were here. Sorry. Well, it's either I'm sort of talking to me, and I'm sort of talking to your dog, and I'm sort of talking to whatever's around. So it wasn't a total, it was just me talking to myself. But she doesn't say anything. She just wanders off in the bathroom, and I hear her laughing her ass off in the bathroom. So you laughed so hard at me being weird that you had to go pee?
Yes, but that's not unusual. I mean, half the time I think I have a UTI, but it's just you. It's just, yeah.
Well, I love you unconditionally.
Oh, man.
Well, I love you unconditionally, and I'm so happy we're celebrating our 2-year anniversary, and I hope that I don't care what we do, we can do anything to celebrate just as long as no robes are involved.
You're the best.
Well, now, how about this? 'Cause didn't you say, Rich, not that long ago, you were telling me how you caught that you smell?
Yeah. I went for like a walk/run, more walk than run. Very little running, just across the street when there's cars coming. I think that's a walk. And I was surprised at how like I smelled pretty bad for just like maybe a 45-minute walk. But I didn't want to shower right away because I just wanted to see. I wanted to test my theory. Do I still smell pretty bad? And it smelled pretty bad, but I was waiting for Stacy to notice, and she didn't really notice.
Well, that's good.
So I guess
or you either always smell bad, or
like that's just the normal odor.
I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. I should jump in the shower right now. I should jump in, and I did not. But then you two are my inspiration because sometimes you guys don't shower for days.
It's odd for you though. You're the one that like showers 8 times a day.
I know. I can do a 3-shower day, easy. But I was just kind of waiting at it to see. But it was kind of alarming. Do you ever smell? You're like, wow, that wasn't even.
Yesterday I could smell myself, so I took a shower.
But how long?
It had been a couple of days.
Did you smell your armpits or what? Like, how do you know when you're smelling?
Well, my hair starts to smell, and it's like right there. So I'm like, ooh, might be time. And then I did kind of get a whiff of my underarm. So it was like, oh man, if I can smell myself, it's probably really bad.
The socks I'm wearing right now, I've worn every day this week. Like I smell them and they don't smell bad. I don't think
But you're not a good judge of what smells bad because your smelling is not
but
there.
Here's what I've realized with my smelling. I think I can only smell things that smell good. I don't.
Well, that's nice though.
Kyle brought me this rotten chicken one time.
It smells so gross.
She's like, oh, and I can smell it. I could
smell it from the other room.
I couldn't smell it.
One
time she brought in those shoes that are the awful smell. Couldn't smell it. But whenever, like, Rich, I can smell you sometimes. You smell good. Grant smells good. Kyle smells good. Peyton smells good. Like, I can't smell anything bad, which I think is good. I think it's special.
I wouldn't want to fix that.
What if there's a gas leak and you need to be able to smell the gas to survive?
I don't know. But like when I smell my socks, I'm like, smelling them and I go, I think they're okay still.
Don't they even feel different, though, when you've worn them for several days?
I took them right out of package. Get this, by the way. I took these socks out of a package, and they were both left.
What?
I know. They both had an L on them. Or maybe they're just the loser socks.
I don't think they make the left and right socks different. I know they label them different, but I think that's
when I have one that has when I have 2 L's on, I feel it all the time.
It's probably in your head.
What about socks for a anniversary prize for you, Stacey? How about some socks?
No, thank you.
That's a no. That's a big no.
All right, Stacey, well, happy anniversary.
Well, thank you so much.
Rich, talking to yogurt, going, you look moderately tasty.
That would be pretty funny to walk in on.
Well, there's also like leftover chilies in there, but I don't know how long that's been in there. So the yogurt had to win.
In your house, it's probably been in there 2 hours.
Yeah, right. All right, let's try and catch a cheater on War of the Roses. We got Justin on the line. Justin, tell us a little bit about your situation.
Well, I think my girl is cheating because she has a whole night where she goes completely missing.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's very good. I think we should take this case.
Let's take this case.
All right. War of the Roses starts next with Johnjay Rich.
I'm in 14 carats. I'm 14 carat. Trust me, I.
Not only do you need to know if they're cheating, you deserve to know the truth. War of the Roses, right now with Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich, it's time for War of the Roses. Justin, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So the way
big fan.
Well, thank you, Justin. I was about to explain War in case there's somebody new listening that wants to know how War of the Roses works out. But then again, every single freaking radio show in the country is doing War of the Roses.
Not like us, though.
Not like us. They're not like us,
No.
man. Anyway, Justin, we want to hear about this relationship you're in and who you think is cheating on you and why you think they're cheating on you. We're going to find out who is sending them a dozen red roses. So what's your story?
Oh, man, and definitely they don't do it like you guys. So let me tell you, and I want you guys to tell me if I'm validated in this freak out that I'm having.
Mm-hmm.
So my girlfriend and I are pretty fresh in this relationship. Like, we've technically been dating for 6 months now, but we didn't confirm the details of the relationship until a couple months ago. Social media official, all that. The labels, boyfriend, girlfriend. It's been a couple months, but we've been seeing each other 6 months, and I'm telling you, immediately I'm worried. Every single Monday, it's like clockwork. For 3 hours, she's busy. And it's not like she puts an appointment in the calendar or something in the schedule or plans anything in advance. Or it's just when I ask her to hang out on Monday, any Monday, she has had plans. And I've never known about them in advance, just has plans. So this week, I tested her again, and again, she's busy. Again. She didn't answer the phone or call me back until after 11. And it's like clockwork, every time. And I just don't know what to do. Can you help me?
Why do you immediately go to that means she's shady and cheating on you? Could it be a secret therapy session? Maybe she doesn't want to tell you she's in therapy because maybe she's embarrassed about it or something like that. Maybe she's trying to work on her mental health.
Maybe she's part of a Mahjong group.
A what?
Mahjong?
Yeah, what he said.
You know what Mahjong is?
No.
Neither do I. It's a good. I was at this event.
Is it a crossword puzzle?
I don't know. I was at this event with a lot of women last night, and they were all talking about how they play Mahjong. And I was just like, oh, yeah. Pretending I know what it was.
Maybe it's that.
Mahjong? You guys know Mahjong?
Mm-mm.
Huh. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, you have heard of it.
I have heard of it.
Okay, Kyle has not heard of it.
Nope.
But literally.
Either way, why do you think that she's cheating
Right.
instead of something maybe she's just embarrassed to talk to you about?
I know what Mahjong is. I just never played it. And if it's something like that, then... I hope.
It's like dominoes. I just Google it. Yeah, maybe she's playing domino Mahjong.
Crazy Rich Asians.
She's playing Mahjong.
That's what they're playing in Crazy Rich Asians, yeah?
Mahjong. Anyway, it's a long shot that she's playing Mahjong. But, same point Kyle's trying to make. But, all right, so you want us to call her up. And the way it works, usually we get a dude, is we kind of reverse it. Right, Kyle?
Yeah, I think I just pretend to be it's my first day at work and I don't want to get fired. And so there's someone who sent her roses, but I just want to make sure she gets the right card or something like that. I do think it's weird that you just jump straight to cheating just because she has a standing appointment on Mondays. Is there any other days she's weird?
Mm-hmm.
No, everything else is fine. And there's no, she doesn't even, there's no standing appointment for this. She just ghosts for 3 hours of the week and it's the same time.
Does she have a job?
Oh, never mind, guys.
All right, Justin, what's your girlfriend's name?
Her name's Jillian.
Jillian. All right, we're going to get Jillian on the phone, see who she sends or who she thinks is sending her flowers. All right, so War of the Roses continues next.
Shawty keep wanna come round, she wanna get hit. Timeless, 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 we timeless now.
Johnjay Rich, we got Justin. He's been dating Jillian for about 6 months. Every Monday for 3 hours, she's gone. No explanation. She will not make plans with him. She always says she has plans, and she doesn't tell him what they are. So now he immediately thinks she's cheating, right?
Yeah, it seems to be jumping to conclusions just a little bit. Who knows?
Can I give you a different perspective, Kyle?
Sure, love that.
When it's a woman that thinks her husband's cheating, we always go, oh, women's intuition. We just take it. When it's a guy, it's like, why you jumping to conclusions?
I think we ask fair questions in both situations.
I agree, Kyle.
I think we ask the questions because, in this case, he said he's freaking out. It's like, we don't want you to freak out. So maybe we're just thinking, maybe there's another solution.
You don't really hear about male intuition, do you? No?
Because there isn't any.
Right.
Sorry, Justin. We'll get to the bottom of it for you.
All right, so Justin, are you ready? We're going to call your girlfriend, and Kyle's going to try to find out who would be sending her flowers, okay? Roses. All right?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right, so you just stay chill on the phone until we get the name, and then you can jump in. You ready, Kyle?
Hello?
Hi, is Jillian available?
This is Jillian.
Hi, Jillian. So my name is Cheyenne. I have some really good news for you. I'm with a company we're called J&R Flowers. Also have maybe a little bit of bad news. So it's like my first day here on the job, and I really need this job. So I'm hoping that the bad part of the news doesn't totally scathe you so you complain about me and I can keep my job, okay? The great news for you, Jillian, is somebody is sending you some flowers today. The bad news is I kind of mixed up the cards. There's a couple Jillians. There's a birthday bouquet and our Pure Passion bouquet. So I'm just wondering, is there anybody you can think of that would send you a bouquet? Because I want to make sure you get the right one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably my boyfriend Justin. He's a total sweetheart. This is right up his alley.
He is a total sweetheart, Justin. Okay. Yes, Justin would send you flowers.
Hey, Jillian, I'm so sorry, but I have to know, why can't we hang out on Mondays? Like, I'm so grateful for you, and you've changed my life for the better, but I really have to know.
Jillian, wait, let me jump in a little bit. So, Jillian, you're on the radio, the Johnjay Rich radio show, War of the Roses. Justin is... Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, are you familiar with the segment?
Wait, so, yeah, I am. We're on the radio right now?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
Explain now, Justin. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. Ask her what you're going to ask her.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just want to know why we can't hang out on Mondays. I try to... I can't reach you on that night. And look, I'm so grateful for you, and you've changed my life for the better. But it's something I just have to know.
This is actually a little bit easier to do with other people around. I kind of can't believe that I have to talk about it like this, but I have this crazy addiction. It's not like drugs or anything. But I am so obsessed with professional wrestling, baby. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
No. I know it's super weird. I didn't want this to change your opinion of me in any kind of way. I was so afraid you were going to judge me. But, like, I love you, and I always want to be around you. But I also love CM Punk, and I didn't want you to think less of me.
Why Mondays specifically?
Monday Night Raw, I never miss it. I have to watch it. I just was so embarrassed to tell you why why that was important to me.
Oh, wow. Look, Jillian, I've got a lot of things to judge people on, but wrestling isn't one that I thought about. Whoa. I mean, and seriously, it's totally fine. You watch it Monday nights live. I know of it. I can't say that I'm all that interested in watching with you, but it's definitely not going to make me think any less of you. You're awesome. I think we're awesome together, and please don't think you have to be embarrassed over things like this.
That's really, oh my God, thank you, baby. I was so afraid to tell you.
Let me just jump in for a second. For one, it makes a lot of sense to me right now on why Raw is always number one on Netflix, like on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is this Raw thing? I mean, I know it's wrestling, but I don't know that I didn't know it was every Monday. So that kind of like pieces things together. Yeah, great.
Are we doing a wrestling podcast now?
Okay, let's do a wrestling podcast. War of the Roses.
Oh, yeah, let's get into what happened last Monday. It was crazy. CM Punk came out, and then Cody Rhodes was there.
That's what she's talking about, CM Punk.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, I mean, this is a wrestling podcast now. So
this is a live radio show.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, my bad. Hey, actually, fun plug here. Nick and I just interviewed Adam Cole from AEW. So,
is that who that guy was here yesterday?
The super hot guy that was here yesterday? Yeah.
Ponytail?
Great wrestler. So anyway, wrestling podcast over.
Jillian's hopping on that since
right, she should. So Jillian, he was worried you were cheating. So you're not cheating. You just couldn't you like at some point, like when you guys were courting each other, one of you go, man, what do you like to do? Oh, I love to watch wrestling. Do you like wrestling? In fact, I would almost think a woman would ask the guy.
Totally.
Aren't you? Do you by chance like wrestling? You know, I mean,
this is a good lesson in communication.
Yeah, I can't imagine hiding a TV show from my wife. You know what I mean?
Right. Especially just like,
there's something like kind of embarrassing, and you don't know when the right time is to slip it in, and then at a certain point it becomes like too late to say anything.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
It was one of those, like, it's one thing if a girl's like, oh, I love football, but like, I love wrestling. It's just different.
I mean, best case scenario, right? Wrestling, not cheating.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Right, Justin?
Yeah, it works out. I mean, I'm okay hanging out and watching it one of these Mondays as long as I don't have to fight anyone in a steel cage.
I don't think she invited you. That's kind of her thing. That's her alone time.
She's still unavailable. You just know why she's unavailable.
Unless you guys talk about it and plan it out, then maybe she can do that. And maybe you could teach her about keeping up with the Kardashians. No, you're not a fan? I was just assuming.
No. I don't watch much TV at all, man, but this is just so out of left field for me.
Okay. All right, brother. Well, thanks. She's not cheating on you. So congratulations, you guys.
Oh, I'm relieved.
Justin, do you want to call her and you guys can talk later? Like, do you have her number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
She's busy today.
Well,
All right.
I love you, Jillian.
All right. All right, you guys.
I love you, baby.
All right, hold on the line, both of you guys. Thank you so much. That's War of the Roses with Johnjay and Rich. So Jillian on War of the Roses pretty much just told us she's ashamed to admit that she loves wrestling, right? WWE wrestling, WWF wrestling.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but she's like, it's my thing.
Yeah. So we thought we'll throw it out there. 877-937-1047. What are you ashamed to admit that you love? Maybe we can go around the room. Is there anything anybody here is? I know there's something I am, but I don't want to share first.
Rich was just saying something off the air. I feel like it's a good one.
I mean, it's not really a dude show, but I really enjoy the new season 8 of Love is Blind, and I watch it like it's my job.
I'm glad you said that because we got a text about that. We got a text from a 412 number saying, is anyone watching Love is Blind?
Yeah, I am. And I will admit that there's probably 4 guys on the show that look and sound pretty much alike. Like the kind of pale, white, thin guy with the short beard. There's a lot of those guys. And I can't tell which one's which. But the drama is nice. When you see people like go to get married and they break up because of a phone conversation, I watch it all like it's a set of little nuance on how to handle or not handle anything. And my wife Stacy does not like the show. She's like, did these contestants, did they find them on sale because they're not good?
Oh my gosh.
I have never seen the show.
It's such a good show, and I did see I think it's like number 2 on Netflix right now because I've been debating every morning, do I watch a new show or do I just watch something I know that I'm going to enjoy? And that's the original first season of the original Dexter, because I've just been watching that when I don't have anything else to see. And I went out, I was like, Love is Blind, a new season.
Yes.
I know it will suck me in once I get started on it, but I opted for Dexter.
You have to see things through. That's the thing with the show, because people talk and they're not in the same room. They fall in love like on different sides of the wall, and you kind of you can see like the chemistry start to form. I think it's fascinating, but dude should not be watching that.
877-937-1047. What are you embarrassed to admit? You can admit to us that you love. Grant.
Dude, so the other day it really hit me. Like, I had an epiphany. I was in the desert walking and a Nickelback song came on. And not a ballad, dude. Not one of like the hits. Like, I'm talking hard rockin' Nickelback. And I listen to some heavy, scary music, and I was like, I think Nickelback's my favorite band, dude. Like, literally, I was inspired. I walked faster, and I was like, dude, like Chad Kroger's kind of like the greatest songwriter of all time. Like, I am unapologetically in on Nickelback, and anytime somebody like brings it up, I'm so timid to talk about it because I don't want to be like, that guy.
Right.
Right?
Oh, okay. Taylor, what are you embarrassed to admit that you really love?
I love calling into radio shows. And I've been doing it for about a year, and I only told my husband about a couple months ago just because I was like, I don't know.
Hold on. That means that you're calling into more shows than just ours?
I mean, yours is the main one, don't get me wrong. But anytime there's like Disneyland contests or concert, even if I'm like, don't really care for that band, like I'll call in just to see.
That's funny.
If I can win the challenges and stuff.
So have you won a lot of stuff?
I've won nothing.
Oh, no, that's sad.
Funny enough.
So when you're seeing if you're good at it, the answer is no.
I mean, you're good at this segment right now.
Have you got through to other shows besides ours?
Yeah, your guys mainly, which I really appreciate.
Because no one ever calls in.
Other ones, like,
it's easy to get through on our show.
Yeah.
Who else you get through to?
The like rock station, the alt rock one.
Is that Holmberg?
Oh, there's a bit.
Is that Holmberg?
No, he's on the Hard Rock station.
Oh, okay.
He's on KUPD.
Oh, KUPD.
That was like Keurig from earlier.
Thanks, Tanner. Well, we're glad you listened. We're glad you called in. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, you guys. Have a great day.
Dylan, what are you embarrassed to admit that you love?
I love jamming out to the Spice Girls and the Macarena while I'm at work or in my car. I was caught one time at a stoplight, and I didn't even realize my windows were cracked, and I'm, like, jamming out, and these girls pull up to the side of me, and they're just, like, laughing, taking pictures and stuff. And I just, like, happened to realize at that moment, like, oh, my God, my window's been down this whole time.
Was it
and I was
Wannabe?
just sitting there like, if you want to be my love.
Oh, God, I love that song.
Let's go.
I want to really want to zigzag.
I love that song, dude.
It's a good one.
Not kidding.
Hell yeah, some 90s nostalgia. We got to bring it back.
Oh.
And it's a good message, you know.
Love it.
I'm so glad you called in, Dylan. Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks. Bye.
Melissa, what are you embarrassed to admit that you love?
So I'm embarrassed to admit that I still watch Days of Our Lives. And yeah,
Is it still on?
It is.
My sister used to be obsessed with that show.
It's on Peacock now.
Oh, do they move the soap operas on apps now because it's like not a lot of people watch them, or the other way around?
These are the days of our lives.
How many seasons do you know?
I think I saw the other day there's 50-something. I don't know. I've been watching
50 seasons?
I think so.
I remember the theme. Wasn't it? It's like, is that the Hourglass one? And then it goes,
Yeah.
Like
or am I
Sands in the
thinking of All My
Hourglass?
Children?
No, I think you're like
No,
Sands.
The one that goes,
it's the Hourglass one.
I've heard about soap operas that you could not watch it for like 4 years and still follow along with the plot because nothing really changes that much, even though everything changes.
You really can. Yeah, you can.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I got that theme song's going to kill me now. I got to know. I know. I used to watch General Hospital, All My Children, but I remember Days of Our Lives when it would come on. My mom would watch it. But one of the themes, it goes, ding, 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 ding. It goes, na, 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 na.
You should keep doing it.
I know. Are you looking it up?
I don't know.
No, you got it? You got to find it. It's going to drive me insane. I will not move on until I hear it's this.
He
What?
won't. He really won't.
That's the Young and the Restless.
Oh, Young and Restless. I used to watch that all the time. Too.
The Y and the R.
That's Young and the Restless, yeah.
Days of Our Lives is a guy who goes at the beginning, he's like sands in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
You know what? Are you looking for? Will you put it up? Can you put up Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives and All My Children? But boy, I tell you this, I can tell you what I'm embarrassed to admit that I love. I've been doing this for maybe 3 weeks now. I'm totally all in on skincare. Like I've never ever done like lotions and stuff, and now that brand Skin Better, I have all this Skin Better stuff. So in the morning now I don't have to look at the video. I watch this video every night and every morning. Now I kind of memorized, but I still have questions about skincare, and they're stupid questions. So I work out at the gym with the lady that's involved with it. Her name is Tara, and she is involved with Skin Better, and I will always ask her stuff, and I have to pace myself because I don't want to bombard her too much with my embarrassing questions. Like when I put the skincare, like I put it on at night, and then do I just go to sleep, or can I put it on if I take a shower at 6 and I know I'm going to bed at 9? Do I put the skincare on at 6? You know what I mean? I know those are stupid questions, but I don't know the answers. I put on skincare.
What was the answer?
She was a little bit about, like, if I'm going to stay home, go ahead and put it on. But like I put it on at 6, and then I had to go to this thing at 6:30.
Did you ruin the whole thing?
Yeah, and then what I hate happened this morning. I put all the skincare on, I think I got to blow my nose, and I feel like it all came off my nose.
And then you feel like you wasted some precious jewels.
Yes, it's exactly how I feel.
Do you put on the vitamin C before you put on the sunscreen?
I don't know if I have vitamin C.
That's my routine. Vitamin C,
and then
the sunscreen.
This was the last one I asked her. I was being dead serious. So my wife says to me earlier in the day, "Do you want to fool around tonight?" And I'm like, "What about my skincare?" like, That was the first thing that came out of my mouth. Because I was like, wait, at what point, though, do I fool around and then go put on my skincare?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm like, once I fool around, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm done. I'm not moving. I'm out. I'm snoring. I was like, I'm going to put on the skincare, then put on like a plastic bag so it doesn't mess up. Then I die. Okay. Is this Days of Our Life?
No.
This is Young and the Restless.
Was this what you were doing?
No, I don't think so.
This is Why in the Ark.
Wait. It is the one I was doing. It goes, na, 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 na. Watch. Do you know the song?
No.
Do you know it, Grant? Yeah. What? Right here. It's coming up.
Is it?
Boy, this reminds me of being sat down at my babysitter's house.
Is that what you're
It goes faster.
It
What?
does?
I think I accidentally loaded the long version.
No, it goes fast. Can you get to the middle?
I don't know how to. I don't think I have a fast forward on this thing.
I think about like an intro this long would never last these days.
No.
Skip intro. Skip it.
See, I was right.
You're
I just had the wrong soap opera.
What the?
That's my childhood. I'd be eating tater tots and my mom be watching the show. All right.
Boy, they really lean into this theme, don't they?
All right, let's go. We'll get some entertainment news. What do you got coming up, Kyle?
I actually am excited for you guys to hear why Olivia Munn turned down a 7-figure deal.
Okay, let's get into that. Also, Kanye made a big announcement, too. We'll get to that coming up next. Johnjay Rich.
Microphone check.
Tap in and say what's up. Check. Open the free iHeartRadio app and tap the talkback mic to send Johnjay and Rich a message now.
What up, Jason?
Hey, I'm loving the rabbit hole that you're going down, John Jay, with Young and the Restless, but it reminded me of another song that you need to play that's in that same wheelhouse there.
What is it?
It's Mary J. Blige, No More Drama.
Oh, yeah, that's in the song.
It is. She samples that throughout the
That's
song.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
I know. Yeah, so when you started humming it, like, I knew what you were doing, and I was like, oh.
That's
No More
why
Drama.
I know
We gotta hear that.
I think that's why I was humming it faster.
Where like it picks up at the end? I was Mary J. Blige.
Yes, that's
I'm
why.
like, I don't remember the Young and the Restless theme. Oh, yeah.
But she even name drops Young and the Restless in the song.
That's funny.
Good get, Jason.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I had to fuel the rabbit hole because it was
Thank
big.
you. No, you. I think you closed it. You ended it. Now I have peace. Thank you, brother. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
Kyle, what's going on with Kanye West?
So he's got a couple things going on, and he's made headlines recently for selling Nazi swastika T-shirts on his website, easy.com. And he literally yesterday said, after more thought and consideration, I'm not a Nazi. Okay. Thanks for that, Kanye. Him and his wife, Bianca, apparently are also working on a movie that they're going to release. And when you hear that and you hear Kanye, you automatically think back to his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian's movie that was X-rated.
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, well, it's not that. It's not going to be an X-rated movie, even though his wife, Bianca Censori, walks around naked pretty much all the time. It's more of a fashion film that apparently is very Bianca-centric. It's seeing Bianca through Kanye's eyes. No word on whether or not it will actually get released or when it's going to get released. It was supposed to be released on their second wedding anniversary. Then there's been rumors of them splitting and then not splitting. And so either way, we are expected to get the movie, but I'm not sure how many people will actually watch it.
What about Denise Richards, Charlie Sheen's ex?
Yeah, so her daughter made headlines because once their daughter turned 18, she went straight to OnlyFans, started an OnlyFans account, started making all kinds of money, and everyone had something to say about it because, she's really young doing OnlyFans. But Denise Richards went into mama bear mode and wanted to protect her, so she actually ended up joining OnlyFans.
It bothered me that she was getting backlash for owning her own sexuality and her being a woman and doing what she wanted to do, and that's why I joined it. I didn't understand it before, and then I quickly learned.
And her daughter was like, yeah, basically, I knew my parents were famous and loaded, but I wanted my own financial independence. And this is the way I got it. And her mom was like, and it worked. Yeah. I mean, she made a lot of money that way.
Fun fact, they got a reality show that's either out or coming out, Denise Richards and her daughters, with Charlie Sheen's daughters, right? My son Kemp, his teammate, dated her.
Sammy, the one
daughter.
on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were dating. And when it was time for her, they were like, I don't know, 5 or 6 dates in. It was time to go he went to her house, Denise Richards' house. And they had a lawyer there and an NDA form for him to sign. That he wouldn't talk. He was like, this is weird. And he said, I'm not going to sign it. And they stopped going out. She wouldn't go out with him anymore.
Wow. That's crazy because you actually hear about that a lot. Like people that are dating someone famous almost always have to sign an NDA.
I know.
And for him to say goodbye, that's wild.
Yeah, he was like, what are you talking? Like, he didn't even know that she was famous. You know what I mean? Because he's 19,
yeah,
20.
he doesn't know Denise Richards, Charlie Sheen.
But there's something about an NDA, and that brings me to the Olivia Munn story real quick, is that she actually said she had a traumatic experience on set one time and ended up reporting it. Lawyers were involved. The studio ended up offering her a 7-figure deal just to accept the apology and sign an NDA. And she said, I didn't take it because I wanted to be able to speak what I wanted to speak when I wanted to speak.
Has she trashed the person?
No. But she just wanted the freedom to be able to speak on it if she wanted to.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to The Wealth Break.
Let's be honest, building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone. It's not just about saving, it's about investing. It's about navigating systems that weren't built for you, embracing your hustle, and relying on your community to create something bigger.
And that's exactly why we created The Wealth Break. We made something different, something more human. It's not just another financial podcast. It's a conversation about real life, real struggles, and real wins.
We're here to talk about the journey. You're hearing from people who've broken barriers, found creative ways to succeed, and learned to build wealth on their terms. Whether it's the first-time homeowner, a gig worker, or someone turning a side hustle into a 6-figure business, we're bringing you their stories.
And we're not stopping at success stories. We're breaking down the realities, like what it means to take risk, how to navigate failure, and why resilience matters. Because wealth isn't about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others to do the same.
So if you're ready for a podcast as much as about people as it is about money, you're in the right place.
Listen to the Wealth Break podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
We just want to hear from you, and I don't think that's too much to ask, and it's really stressing me out that you're not calling.
877-937-1047. It's Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich. Marina, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was just talking to my daughter because I told her I was going to be on the radio.
Oh, well, let's see. What's going on? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, my gosh. So my daughter is 11, and we've been listening to you guys in the morning. And it's funny because I used to listen when I was younger on my way to school every day. So it's really nice to hear you guys. You guys are awesome. But there were a couple things that you guys had talked about. In-laws was most recent that I heard this morning.
My future father-in-law and mother-in-law want me to call them mom and dad, and I just think it's weird.
I mean, we're about to get married, and they're going to be your mom and dad, so just call them mom and dad.
It just makes me feel uncomfortable. It's not something that I want to do.
My friend Greg, I've known him since I was 11 years old, right? And his mom was always Mrs. Patterson. Mrs. Patterson. And as we became adults, Her name is Jinx. And I'll be like, I'll come over there and be like, hey, Mrs. Patterson, call me Jinx. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Can't happen.
You're Mrs. Patterson.
No, there's a
I've
level
been
of
Mrs.
respect
Patterson
there.
my whole life. I'm not going to call you by your first name. There's no freaking way that's happening.
Yeah.
So I also can't see my wife or my in-laws asking me to call them mom and dad.
My in-laws is Nana and Papa. That's what I call them. I don't think there's really a wrong way or right way. But
You call your father-in-law Papa?
I sure do.
Is that because you're doing it to the point of view because you have their grandkid? That's what they call him, too.
I do. And I feel awkward saying, hey, Jim. I don't know.
That is a little weird.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially if his name's not Jim.
He's like, who?
Okay, so
Right.
that makes sense to me. But if you didn't have a kid, I think it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Papa?
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I'd be like, hey, Papa. He'd be like, ew.
Yeah. All right, what else?
So pet peeves, one huge one is probably ridiculous, but my spouse will leave the microwave on like 5 seconds, 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I look at the microwave to look at the time, it's like 5 seconds, and I get pissed. And it doesn't matter how many times I tell him.
I'm so with you.
He won't do it.
Especially since
I hate it.
It throws off the whole time of everything in your life. If you just walk over and see 13, you don't know what that means. 13 after hour,
Right.
13 o'clock, you don't know what it is.
It is kind of annoying when that happens.
Oh, my God, I do it all the time.
I mean, it's not that hard to just wait for the microwave to finish.
I don't want it to finish.
I feel like, you want to know what? I feel like so lucky because my husband never does that, because there was this moment in his childhood where his older brother was waiting for the microwave. His mom was going to microwave something for his older brother, and he said, I was reheating pizza, and pizza was in the microwave. It had 15 seconds left, right? And he's like, my mom strolled over there, opened up, took my pizza out, and put my brother's stuff in. He's like, couldn't wait 15 seconds to finish mine. My brother's was that much more important. And I think because of that moment, he always lets everything in the microwave finish, no matter how long
That's so
he puts
funny.
it in for.
So traumatized.
Yeah,
That's
major.
the only trauma your husband has.
I'm like, what a charmed life he
Premature
has.
microwave removal.
He was like so offended. He's like, at that point, my brother was so much more important than I was.
So when I put something in the microwave, I like to open the door before the buzzer goes off because I feel like I beat the timer. And if it does go off, I feel like something terrible is going to happen in my family.
What?
So I try to.
But then you have to clear it.
I don't clear it.
Then you hit clear.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
hit clear.
And then
So
what
you
I do
make
is
Marina so
when,
mad.
when I go back to cook something else in there, I'll throw something else in there. It'll be like 2 seconds left, and I'll just wait. Ding, and I'll go, now I can start over. And I start.
That's really stupid logic.
You make things a lot more complicated than they need to be.
I know. Marina, that's very cool that you listen to us with your daughter. Thank you for listening when you were a kid, and thank you for being an OG listener.
Yes, I am OG. Thanks, guys. You have a wonderful day.
You too. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Monster on the beat, ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way.
We need a contestant. We're going to play a game. The prize is Halsey tickets. So while we wait for Halsey tickets, let me read a text message and apologize at the same time. The last 2 days, I've seen my friend Greg. 2 days in a row.
Whoa.
I know. Because I went to lunch with him at his place, and then we walked to Chop Shop, right? And it was about under a mile. And I said on the air earlier today that he could barely walk a mile without being out of breath. He just texted me. Dude, WTF. I can't walk a mile? No, you cannot.
Was that your apology?
And then I go, he goes, you should be texting about how sexy I am as a big man and I can cook. Which is true, by the way. So the reason I saw him yesterday, because when I walked into he has like all his own garden and stuff, and he grows he was way ahead of the seed oil thing and all that stuff 10 years ago. Like he grew his own, he grows everything, right? So when I went to his house, he was making some sort of vegetable medley with spices and stuff. And I go, that looks good. But I left after lunch, and he called me when I was on the freeway, and he was like, hey, you forgot all this stuff. So he also makes his own salsa, and he makes his own all kinds of stuff. So yesterday, I said, meet me. I was at the Love Pup Shelter, and I thought the Love Pup Shelter would be halfway between my house and his house, but he lives in Chandler. Not halfway?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not halfway.
And the Love Pub Shelter is literally down the street from
I know.
yours.
She's like, I was like, oh, my bad. I thought it was halfway.
Oh my gosh, that dog you guys have right now, Buster, he's so cute.
The golden retriever?
Yes.
I know.
I'm dead.
After all, we've had so many dogs at the shelter, but this dog, this dog is such a love. 3-year-old golden retriever. And I said I was doing a commercial for Lerner and Rowe. They were filming something, and I had the dog out using we just got the dog yesterday. And I go, okay. And he was already in his crate, his kennel, which is far away. All right, Buster, go to your room. And he went to his room.
Oh, who would give that dog up? He's so beautiful.
I think they gave the dog up because it has a kidney stone, and it's pretty expensive to fix the kidney stone, I guess. So we're taking care of it. But and it had valley fever, but all dogs have valley fever. It's very common here. It's not a big a deal.
So they're like, this one's broken.
Maybe. Yeah.
Why'd you get all Italian on me all of a sudden?
Why is this? It's not a big a deal. It's not a big fever.
Hey.
It's a dog. Well, the dog is from Sicily. But anyway, okay. So we're going to play a game. Rich, you're the host of this game. What are we playing?
I'm so excited for this game. This is going to be so much fun.
We say hi to Sabrina. She's our contestant. Hey, Sabrina. Or Sabra. I'm sorry. Sabra. Okay.
Sabra.
Bye, guys.
A few weeks ago, we did the sing-along song challenge, and we did Oscar-winning movie songs that were just giant, and it was so popular that we were going to do it again this week. So what we do is we play part of a song, and then we just stop it cold, and you have to sing along. You get the words right, you get a point. You get the words wrong, then you do not get a point. But Sabra, you'll have a chance to hear Johnjay and Kyle, who has a lovely singing voice, kind of do the do before you get a chance to do it. And I even have a tiebreaker if need be.
Okay.
But these are new songs, old songs, biggest songs in movie. Johnjay, you go first. The film is Steven Spielberg's adaptation of West Side Story.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
perfect for you.
I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America.
I like to be in America. Life is okay in America.
For a small fee in America.
I'll give it to you. It was close enough. Yeah, good enough.
Buying on credit is so nice. One look at us and they charge twice. I have my own washing machine. What will you handle to keep clean?
Skyscrapers bloom in America. Cadillacs zoom in America. Industry boom in America.
Wasn't a room in America. I love that song.
That gets a point
He
right
knows
there.
it. I mean, he knows it. That's pretty good.
Kyle, have you ever seen the film Aladdin?
I have.
Well, you have the Peebo Bryson version with the other lady that's singing with him of A Whole New World.
A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew.
But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Come on! Come on!
You can sing.
Regina Bell, by the way.
It's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole.
Do you see what kind of competition you have here, Sabra? I mean, literally. I have never known Johnjay to get the lyrics right to anything, and he crushed that. And Kyle, well, she is a Disney princess.
I love Disney. I'm glad I got a Disney one.
So your song, Sabra, is from the Joker movie, Joker 2, Foy de Lou, and you've got Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga, Die With a Smile.
I want to hold you one more time.
Oh, I even gave you the title, And Die With a Smile. That's okay. You're going to have a chance to come back because we're doing 2 rounds.
You know, I have this Whoop strap, and in the Whoop strap, every day I have to answer all these questions. It'll be like, did you learn anything today? And I always say, yeah, but I really didn't. But today I learned something. I didn't know that was from the movie.
Oh, yeah.
That movie got so trashed, whatever.
You totally forgot that was in
you
there.
said neither did you, Sabra?
I'm sorry?
Did you say you also did not know it was from the movie?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Like when Rich goes from the Joker 2, I was like, what the hell? He's screwing with her.
I know. Well,
And then
I
was
feel like that was the toughest one so far.
Oh, yeah. And the newest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the greatest boxing series movies of all time, Johnjay?
Rocky.
Of course it is. You've got Eye of the Tiger.
And it's wishing it shadows the eye of the tiger.
I never knew the words. I just knew the...
I know. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead. Have a point there.
There you go.
Have a point. Kyle, what's the greatest movie about a circus of all time?
Obviously, The Greatest Showman.
Obviously, you are correct. Your song from The Greatest Showman is This Is Me.
I'm not scared to be me. Something in me. This is me. I'm not scared to be
seen.
I make no apologies. This is me.
Can't think on that
one. Goosebumps right here.
Pretty good. All right, Sabra, we played the song so much when it came out. I really hope that you get this one right. From the Moulin Rouge. It's a bunch of people doing Frito Lady Marmalade.
You wanna give it a go? Get you, yeah, yeah.
Mocha chocolate, yeah, yeah. Pretty lady marmalade.
Nailed it! You just crushed it. That's good enough for a win right there.
Yeah. All right, Sabra, you win.
Yay! Awesome!
Staring back at me.
That sweater that was too short, remember?
What's happening?
Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
Okay. You're so dumb, Johnjay. Men of all generations, they just want chiseled jawlines. So much so that it is the latest plastic surgery craze. Men are injecting their jawlines with bone-like filler to get the chiseled faces a la heartthrobs like Henry Cavill, John Hamm, Matt Rife, etc., etc. These services can typically cost up to like $10,000. But you know what? Sometimes that's the price you have to pay. Okay, it always interests me to see like what blows up on TikTok, what starts to go viral, what are people really latching onto, and latest trend is finding out what the shift key on your laptop keyboard actually means. Like, we know what it does, right? It capitalizes a letter. But have you ever really considered the origin of it? I haven't, but apparently people are so bored on TikTok, they've dove into the history of the shift key, and it's like the talk of TikTok right now. So apparently, way back in the day when people used typewriters, there were two like settings, and if you shifted to the lower setting, you would get the lowercase letters. If you shifted to the higher setting, you would get uppercase letters. And you know what? On the key, like now that keyboards don't really have that anymore, they just didn't want to come up with a new name. They didn't want to call it caps, although they call it caps lock.
So why is it called shift?
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Okay, now I understand.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
shift makes it caps, but that's not the caps lock. They changed shift lock to caps lock, but never changed shift.
To me, it was always the same old shift.
True. So apparently this was a big deal in Germany. Germany's federal court now says Birkenstock sandals cannot be considered art. The shoemaker has filed lawsuits against 3 competitors selling their similar sandals, saying their shoemaking tradition goes back. It's an art. And Germany's like, it can't be considered art. They're shoes.
We just
so sorry, Birkenstock.
You just did an alliteration tongue twister there. Selling similar sandals.
Selling similar sandals is fine.
If a banana peel can be art, why can't a Birkenstock shoe be art?
You know what? It's the Germans. So it may have played a little differently here in America.
I think art is in the eye of the beholder.
Unless it's Birkenstocks.
Exactly. And that's 3 things you need to know.
You said here, Kyle, that somehow you reminded me to need Botox since you just brought up chiseled chins.
Yeah. Normally, I can feel the Botox wearing off because I start getting really bad headaches. And I haven't had that recently. So I feel like I'm doing fine until I see the videos we post on social media of us here in the studio. And I look angry all the time. Like I have a furrowed brow and I see the angry 11s and I shouldn't see any movement up in this piece. So I'm like,
I think you're out of your mind.
Move your forehead.
It moved.
Barely.
It moves.
And all the videos I see, you're smiling like all day.
No. The fact that I can make an angry face right now
Make
is
an angry
like,
face. Make an angry face.
No, yeah, she looks pissed.
yeah, you can see it. And that's the moment where I'm like, whoa, what's my body doing? Like, I'm supposed to have the headaches. That's supposed to give me the heads up. Like, it's time to go call Jamie and get pumped up with some Botox.
When was the last time you had Botox?
I think it was last year.
How long ago?
October-ish.
And how long
something
does it
like
usually
that.
last before it wears off?
Like 3-4-ish months.
Oh, so you think you
5-ish.
do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't you see?
No.
Yes.
No,
yes. It's terrible.
There it is.
It's terrible right now.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to The Wealth Break.
Let's be honest, building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone. It's not just about saving, it's about investing. It's about navigating systems that weren't built for you, embracing your hustle, and relying on your community to create something bigger.
And that's exactly why we created The Wealth Break. We made something different, something more human. It's not just another financial podcast. It's a conversation about real life, real struggles, and real wins.
We're here to talk about the journey. You're hearing from people who've broken barriers, found creative ways to succeed, and learned to build wealth on their terms. Whether it's the first-time homeowner, a gig worker, or someone turning a side hustle into a 6-figure business, we're bringing you their stories.
And we're not stopping at success stories. We're breaking down the realities, like what it means to take risk, how to navigate failure, and why resilience matters. Because wealth isn't about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others to do the same.
So if you're ready for a podcast as much as about people as it is about money, you're in the right place.
Listen to the Wealth Break podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.